Miss Charlene, nice to see you again.
Good to see you too.
How are you?
I'm good. It's a beautiful day outside.
It is very pretty, very pretty. So the purpose of today's interview is just to kind of go over what we've been talking about in our past sessions and where you are right now to make sure that when we end today's last session that you know what you're going to do, you have a goal set, and that you're ready to go take on the world, basically. So I will be asking some questions just as I usually do. And I just hope that you're, again, honest with me and will answer them back, all that good stuff. So we do have to go over the confidentiality again. Whatever I write down, the people in our office can see, and you also have all access to that. And the only way people outside of our agency can see that is if you have it in writing and release that information.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
There are 4 different things I will have to report to the authorities. If you report the abuse of an elder, of a child, report abuse of you wanting to harm yourself or wanting to harm someone else. Does all that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. So, how are you feeling about coming in today?
You know, I was thinking back on my first time and the last time, and I was a little anxious the first time, but I just feel really comfortable, like, around you now, so
Good.
I was excited to come today, so I'm a little sad that today's our last time together.
Okay, well, do you have any, questions or comments before we get started?
I don't think so. I'm looking forward to go over.
Okay,
That's
awesome.
okay.
So last time we talked, I gave you, before you left, I gave you a self-assessment sheet. Do you have that with you?
I do. I have it right here.
Okay, awesome. So let's just go over it. Tell me your feelings about this worksheet I gave.
So a lot of the things that were negative, were a lot like me. But since it's been a while since we've seen each other, I really tried to practice those things and practice being assertive. So I actually took it again, and I had a much better score and felt like I'm now more assertive with people in a good way.
Okay, awesome. Could you think of an example where you use that assertiveness, like maybe with your father
So
or your landlord?
My landlord actually was trying to kick us out, and normally I would just let him walk all over me, and he kept telling me how terrible of a person I was, and I really just stood up for myself and was like, hey, I don't like that, that's not cool.
Good, that's awesome. And what about with your family? Any updates on that?
So our relationship is the best that it's been in a really long time right now.
Okay.
So yeah, I just want to keep working on making sure they know that their place is here and my life is still my life.
Yeah,
and,
which makes sense.
yeah, they don't have to like all my decisions, but I would like if they support me. So, and I
Okay.
feel like I would have never said that before, but this has really helped me a
Well,
lot.
that's awesome. I'm really glad. It makes me happy to see you coming from such a not very taking initiative of your own life to now you're really using those techniques and everything. And that just makes me happy because today is our last one, and so I want to make sure that you have all of those skills and techniques that you need before we end of our sessions. So I also sent you to a counseling center.
Mhm.
Have you still been going to that? Have you gone to that?
I have not gone to the counseling center
Okay.
yet, so yeah, I'd
That's
like
okay.
to.
Okay. Well, it was for your assertiveness, and looking at this, you have been doing better about that. So I will still give them a call just to let you know that it is open, so they are on the lookout for you if you do feel like you need to go there. Because what I don't want to happen is once we end, you just kind of rewind all of it and go back down in a spiral. So it's good to know that you always have a place.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, so is there anything else that you feel like you would like to share with me?
No, I've just really enjoyed this, and I feel like I've just come such a long way.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, this session is our last, and there is a chance that we could see each other outside of this space. So if we do, I definitely would love for you to come up and say a hi to me. I will let you speak to me first if you feel comfortable talking to me. It's been a good ride that we've had, so I'm excited to see you keep prospering and everything. Last week, whenever we met, I took you to the food pantry. Have you come back and visited ever since then?
I have, actually. I feel like I've been like every other day.
Okay.
I actually tried to say hello to you one day, but you were with another client.
Oh no! Well, that's awesome though that you keep coming back.
Yeah.
That pantry is always open to you, no matter whether we're meeting or not. So definitely keep using that resource. And just if you do want to re-enter our services here, you can always just give us a phone call or come show up, and that's fine. And same with that counseling center. You can just give them a call and just set up a date with them. I do have your contact information for them. So if you ever feel like you need to go see them about your assertiveness, that's a great place to go. But so I also have a sheet for you to fill out.
Okay.
And this is just a client counselor feedback.
Okay.
And so it just has some basic questions like, my counselor listened to me effectively. And you do not have to show me these answers, but you can just mail that back to our office if you want to fill that out, and take that home with you.
Well, I just want you to know you've just done such a great job and been such a blessing upon my life, especially like showing me that food pantry.
Yes, keep
I
coming
needed
back and
food.
using that. So how do you feel about this being our last session?
I'm a little sad, but I know that this has just been so helpful, and I'm glad that I can choose to come back if I want to, or like you're giving me other resources. Yeah.
And so do you feel satisfied with the levels that you've reached?
I do. I'd still like to continue to grow.
Okay, awesome. I mean, you've come a very long way from really not having a relationship with your family for the most part to letting your landlord like walk all over you, as you stated before, and now you're really sticking up for yourself. You're going after what you want and what you desire, and so that's a really awesome place, and not many people can come that far in this short of time. So that's really awesome that you've been able to do that. And I still want you to be able to have those resources, the counseling and everything. And if you feel like you're slipping back into where you were, always feel free to come back. But I really think you're in a very good position right now. And I hope to see you again one day, but I hope it's not in my office because you are doing so well so far. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't think so. This has just been such a great experience.
Awesome. Okay. Well, if that's it, let's see. We already went over the assessment. Do you feel like you'll be okay with the landlord and everything? Because I know assertiveness was an issue, but there for a minute you did think you were going to get kicked out. Do you have a job, or are you working towards getting one?
I'm working towards getting one. Now, do you guys do any like reach out to me in the future, like even if we're not seeing each other?
Yes, so that was one of the things I was going to end with. So even if you decide not to come back, I will be reaching out to you in a couple of weeks. Would you prefer a phone call, an email, a letter sent? What's better for you?
Probably not a letter, because I don't know if I'll still be living there.
That makes sense.
Like a phone call would be great, and then that way I can let you know like if I've gotten a job or anything.
Okay, that would be awesome. And then obviously if you need any help from us, please just let us know, so I will call you. Okay. Yes, and that'll just be to make sure that everything's going well, make sure you have all of the essentials that you need basically. So I'll give you a call later on in a couple weeks, and then obviously if you need something in the meantime, you have our number here at Brothers Keeper. So please make sure you utilize all the resources I've given you, because I do think you are such a great person.
Thank
you
you.
have come such a long way, and I don't want that to slip through. So if you need an encourager, please give us a call. You can go to the Tri-Cities counseling that I recommended you to. Our pantry is always open for you. So just make sure you keep that up. Keep trying to get in contact with your family. Make sure you keep that relationship strong, because I do think that will really help you in the long run.
Well, thank you so much.
Of course, yeah. Do you have any questions for me or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, it was super nice seeing you again.
It's good to see you too.
And
I'll make sure to get this mailed in.
Good. And if you see me out and about, I won't say hi to you first, just because I want you to feel comfortable. So if you want to come up and say hi to me, whether it's at the mall or wherever, I would love for us to keep in contact, because that's awesome. But I hope to see you again.
All right. Sounds
Awesome.
good.
Thank you so much for everything.
Bye.
Have a good one.